Okay, good morning. So I will be covering the screen at any given time. I'm going to kind of walk back and forth a little bit to try not to cover it too much, but I heard a rumor that they are recording this, and so you'll be able to see the slides later as well. So in true Salesforce fashion, starting off a keynote with our lovely forward-looking statement. Please base your purchasing decisions on what is already available. But I'm not even really going to be talking about any products, so we don't have to worry about that here. Moving along, this is a Salesforce event, and as you know at Salesforce events, we always kick things off by saying thank you to you, our customers. Thank you for being our customers. Thank you for being here, for innovating with us, and for giving back to the world with us. It's a really special thing, and so I'm really happy to be here with you and definitely want to make sure to say thank you to all of you before we even start. So I am Holly Firestone, Director of Community at Salesforce, as you know, and I traveled here from Austin, Texas. I love Texas. I have a lot of Texas pride. Being around Europe this past couple weeks, I know that everybody in Europe also has a lot of pride from where they're from. But I also really love Barcelona. I actually studied abroad in Barcelona at this university right here in the city of Barcelona several years ago, and I had an amazing time. So I'm truly honored to be back here in Barcelona with some of the most incredible people in the entire world that I have ever met. There's that pride. So, kindergarten or 5-year-old Spanish here. I wish that I could be able to deliver this keynote to you in Spanish. I did study abroad here for a couple months, or in Catalan. However, there's a saying that we have, if you don't use it, you lose it. And unfortunately, I lost it. However, I did soak in a lot of culture while I was here, and I remember what I think are the most important words: playa, flamenco, paella. But my absolute most important thing that I learned while I was here, and I'm going to sound a little crazy, but we're here to have fun, so why not? Queso manchego. Can we all agree that it is the best cheese that you've ever had in your life? Yeah, it's like cheering in the background. It's so good. It's so great. So that's what I wanted you to know about me, is the most important words that I learned when I was here. Really what's most important is that I learned the culture, and I'm so glad to be back here with everybody. So it's really exciting to be here. This is a really special event, and I'm just curious, by a show of hands, who here is from the Barcelona or the Barcelona area? Oh, wow. Okay, quite a few people from the local area. That's great. And how about from other areas in Spain, Madrid, all over? Okay, probably the other half of the room. Anybody from somewhere outside in Europe, but somewhere outside of Spain? Okay. Oh, wait, now I'm confused. Outside of Spain, in Europe? This gets into all sorts of political questions. But anyway, moving right along. Great. And then outside of Europe, just like me? Okay. So we have people really from all over the world, but I'm so happy to see that there are so many people from the local community here, from the Barcelona area, from all over Spain, because that's something that's really special about being together with this community. So, in true Director of Community fashion, you know, it's very important to me to connect people with each other. So what I would really like to do, and I know it's early, and I know this can be awkward, but I am professional at awkward, so you'll just have to bear with me. I would love for you to find someone sitting near you and ask them, somebody that you don't know, and ask them and share this information: what your name is, where you're from, why did you come to dreamOlé, what were you trying to accomplish, what was your goal to come to dreamOlé, and then, of course, what's your favorite place to eat in your hometown. So I'll give you guys 1 minute to do that, but just find someone sitting right around you. What's your name, where you're from. All right. I'm sorry. Okay, about 15 more seconds. About 15 more seconds. Wrap it up. Okay. I knew this was a dangerous game to play because you might never stop talking, especially when it comes to food. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So moving along, if your goal coming to dreamOlé was to meet someone new, I guess you could probably go home now, right? Not exactly. Salesforce is a really unique company. I think we all know that. Even if you're new to Salesforce, there's a reason that you're here. There's something really special about it. Our products, our platform, the company's values in itself. I mean, the opportunity, the growth, there's a lot that's really unique and special about Salesforce. But what I think, and maybe I'm a little biased, but what I think is the most special thing about Salesforce is our Trailblazer community. It's all of our programs and the actual people that are in our community as well. It is absolutely our differentiator. It's what differentiates us from everybody. Before I get into the community, I do want to share some details and some backgrounds about the foundation of our company that's gotten us to where we are with the community. Salesforce's core values: trust, customer success, innovation, and equality. These are our guiding principles. They've guided our company to go in whichever direction that it's gone over the many years that we've been around now. And they are the core of what we do. And they've led us to also really focus on giving back and caring a lot about making the world a better place. And these are really important to know. And these are really exceptional about Salesforce, but they've led us to where we are today in our community as well. Because we have never wavered from those values. Those things have always been important to us as a company. And because of that, they've built this very, very rich foundation. And I look at it like a nutrient-rich soil in a garden. You have to have really great nutrients in your soil for your garden to grow and to flourish. And that's exactly what happened. Because we never wavered on our values, because our values have always been so important to us, we've always spoken up about what's important to us, we saw that happening in the community too. And we saw our community grow and flourish out of that really strong foundation and because of those values. Our community exists today because of that. This shared set of values, like I said, is really, really important. And the emphasis of giving back to others is really what we're all about at Salesforce and what we're all about with our community. And it transcends everything. It transcends nationality and language and gender. It's beyond all of that. And what's really important about that is that means that you have Ohana anywhere in the world you go. You have something in common with anybody in our community, no matter where you travel, no matter what language they speak, no matter who they are or their background. Ohana. Now, that may be a new word for some of you. We use it a lot at Salesforce. It's a really, really important word to us. Mark Benioff, our CEO, when he started Salesforce, he wanted to create a business that was focused on making the world a better place. And he wanted to build a business that was focused on the spirit of Ohana. So what is Ohana? In Hawaiian culture, Ohana represents the idea that families, blood-related, adopted, or intentional, are bound together, that family members are responsible for one another. Ohana is family. It's familia. That's the exact definition of the word, but this is truly what it means and the way that we look at it at Salesforce as well. And I think the really important thing here is that it can be an intentional family too, and that's what you see here with our community. We call it our Salesforce Ohana. The reason why we call it our Salesforce Ohana, and the reason why we're on Ohana is because it is so important to us, like I said, to give back, to better place. And we all believe in that. We want to help other people. We want to help other people succeed. We want to help other people in their Salesforce journeys. And I say we, I mean we as in the community and Salesforce, of course, too. But this is what's so important to us. And like I said, it is the foundation of how we have this really, really strong community. It is the reason that our community is so successful today. So think about that for a second. The whole community is based on this value of helping other people and giving back. Like I said, that's why it works. And that's why we're here today. So I want to tell you a little bit more about the actual Trailblazer community, what it is, what all the programs are, a little bit more of the nuts and bolts. I don't know if that totally translates, but really the inner workings of what it is and a little bit more about it. Because there's so many things that you can do in the community. There's so many ways that you can engage in the community, and there's so many ways that you can customize it to make it your own, to make it fit your needs. And what's really special is I've heard so many stories, and if you're already in the community, you've probably also already heard so many stories about individuals whose entire Salesforce journeys or their careers completely turned around once they started engaging in the community. This sounds like a sales pitch. I'm just trying to sell you something, but I'm not, because you're here, you're part of the community. It is absolutely free. It's something that we want for you to be involved in and engaged in so that you can be successful, so that you have more opportunities to learn and to grow. Am I talking too fast? I don't know. I'm good? Are you okay? Okay, just checking. I tend to talk too fast, and then it's worse when it's in a second language, so moving right on forward. So just the quickest of overviews of what our community has to offer and some of the bigger pieces. We have our online community. We have close to 250,000 monthly active users. Community groups, which are groups that are meeting all around the world. We have over 700 of the community groups. We have our Salesforce Mvp program, which are over 200 absolutely exceptional individuals that are contributing to the community at exceptional levels. And then our community events program, where we have 30 events happening in a year in all around the world. They're conference-style events, but I'll dip into all of these a little bit more. Our online community is a wealth of knowledge. It is a 24/7 way to access all of the information that you need, answer all of your questions, talk to other people in the community. The three main pieces or main pillars of the online community are answers. So that's where you can go and ask questions, answer questions. Kind of self-explanatory, but it's amazing because 100% of the questions that are asked in our online community get answered. 98% are answered by members of the community. So you can see members of the community are interested in giving back and sharing their knowledge. But what's really special about that is that you're getting answers from people just like you that are doing the work that you're doing, that are solving the problems that you're trying to solve. You're not getting canned responses that aren't meaningful or valuable to you, because these are people that are going through the same thing and finding the workarounds and the solutions. It's exciting, and it's really authentic to be able to get answers from your peers. We have the idea exchange, where customers can share their ideas, and then our product team reviews them, and they are moved into our product cycle. I think what's really, really exciting about product development cycle, what's really exciting about that is that Salesforce cares about your voice. We want your feedback. We want to know what you need to be successful. And so Idea Exchange is one of the channels that we collect that feedback, that we hear your ideas, that we hear what you need from the products and take that back to our product teams. Oops, I skipped one, which is also really important, and that is our collaboration groups. I love our collaboration groups because there's truly something for everybody. These are groups where exactly what they're called, collaboration, where you can find a different topic and go in a group of like-minded individuals that want to talk about a certain product or topic or anything that you're looking for. Anybody can start a collaboration group. We have some that are run by Salesforce, like our Lightning Now group. So if you want to collaborate with other people that are in the process of transitioning to Lightning, then you can get really great information from that group and ask questions and have great conversations. We also have other groups like our solo admin collaboration group. So if you're the only Salesforce administrator at your company and you want to have other people to talk to, I mean, it's an amazing opportunity to do that. We have a group for Dreamforce, our annual conference in San Francisco every year. We have a group for Trailhead DX, which is our developer conference that happens also in San Francisco every year. But there's tons of opportunity there, and you can really find anything you're looking for. I encourage you to go into the community and search, because there's probably a good chance if it's any product or problem or anything you're trying to find, there's probably already a collaboration group for it. But like I said, you can also start your own. So I thought it'd be fun for me to show you our community for a second and how you can search and find your own collaboration group or start your own collaboration group. So trailblazer.salesforce.com. Write it down, memorize it, say it backwards and forwards. I'll just be walking around the rest of the day whispering it into everybody's ear because that is where you go to find our community and this great wealth of information and knowledge and resources. So trailblazer.salesforce.com, and this is the homepage of our community. You can see it. Ooh, so nice. And then I really want to find other people that are talking about a topic that's very near and dear to me. So I'm going to go ahead and search for that topic. If you can't see in the back, it does say manchego cheese. So I click search. And it's searching, and it can't seem to find anything, which is odd. I think I might have found the only thing that you cannot actually find in the Trailblazer community. So I go to collaboration, because I'm going to start my own group. Groups. Click on new group. And this is where I get started with my very important, very meaningful Manchego cheese fan group. So here you see, type in the title, type in the group description, which is very important because it's for all people who love Manchego cheese. And which typing pretty slow, but then you'll see I go down and you have options when you create your group, and you can make your group public, you can make your group private if you want it for a smaller group of people, but it's pretty much that easy. And then just a quick save, and you have your group on the community, your collaboration group about anything that you want, including Manchego cheese, because these are around also for fun topics like Manchego cheese too. Of course, you have to add a stunning picture of a beautiful piece of cheese, and then you get started. You invite different people in the community and tell them about it and post about it and start getting people to join your group. This is actually a group in the community that I created yesterday, so you can go in and join the Manchego cheese group. I hope that you all do, because I know that we've got someone in the back that's already doing it. A couple people. That's really great, actually. I can't wait to talk to all of you about the cheese, what you eat the cheese with, truly, some Marcona almonds. Anyway, so that group actually does exist. It is that quick and easy to start a group. But like I said, there's so much information in the community online, and you can actually search and find probably what you're looking for, unless it's something odd like me and you pick Manchego cheese. But it says, welcome to my Manchego cheese group. I'm having an amazing time in Barcelona, and I wanted to make sure we all have a place to chat about our Spain adventures and our love for Spanish and Catalan food. So join the group if you are so interested to talk about Manchego cheese, because it's real. All right. Do you think I'm crazy yet? I don't see a ton of people leaving, so it's good. I don't have cheese to give out at the end, though, which I'm thinking of now is probably a bad idea. I probably should have brought some. But Trailblazer community groups, moving right along. Trailblazer community groups, they're formerly known as our user groups and our developer groups, but now we've come together under one program, and we just call them community groups. They're really amazing. We have anything you want to, any topic that you want, anytime, anywhere. We have different kinds of groups. So we have general knowledge groups. We have developer groups. If you're a marketer, there's groups for you. A business user, there's groups for you. Truly everything all around the world in over 80 different countries. This is something that's really near and dear to my heart. When I started at Salesforce 3 years ago, I saw, we had this user group program and all of the people around the world that were really enthusiastic about learning more about Salesforce and about having leadership opportunities. And so we invested a lot of our resources into really focusing on the community group program. And what we've seen happen over the last probably 2.5 years is it's over doubled in size. And it just goes to show, especially places like here, where you don't get a Salesforce event or a Dreamforce all the time. You can't just hop on a plane and be in San Francisco. It's an opportunity to connect with other people in your local area, to troubleshoot, to solve problems together. They're really incredible, and it's very exciting to see them have grown so much. They're meeting all of the time, somewhere between 4 and 12 times a year. Raise your hand if you're a member of your local developer group, community group, user group. Okay, so about half of you. So that's another great resource that you have available to you in the community. And the other really important piece of this is that they're all led by members of the community. They're community leaders that volunteer their time, but they manage the agenda, so all of the content for the event. So it's really what you want to hear about. It's not Salesforce coming in and saying, we want to talk about this, so that's what you're going to talk about. It's truly community-led and community-focused. And it's pretty incredible that we have people that volunteer their time to do this all around the world. And then actually a really special quote that I wanted to read you is from Cheryl Feldman, who's our New York City user group leader, community group leader. I'm still getting used to it too. And she's a Salesforce MVP. She said, I would not be where I am today without the early help I got from my local community group. That's why I put so much heart into running the New York City group. It's all about paying it forward. Cheryl got help from her local group, and now she runs her local group to help others. Last, but certainly not least, Salesforce. Oh, actually, I have one more after this. I lied. Salesforce MVPs help millions of Trailblazers thrive. Who's heard of a Salesforce MVP or a Salesforce MVP program? Okay, cool. There's probably a bunch of you in here. Who is a Salesforce MVP that's in the room? There's so many of you in here. That's fantastic. So for those of you that don't know, we have over 200 Salesforce MVPs all around the world. Salesforce MVPs are individuals that are in the community and they're contributing to the community at exceptional, amazing, huge levels. They're running groups. They're creating content. They're writing blog posts. They're tweeting. They're answering questions and answers. It's just so much, but everything that they're doing is all about giving back to the community. And so we found a way that we could reward and recognize those individuals for everything that they do to help others at this exceptional level. It's just barely a thing that we can do for all that they're doing, but a way to say thank you, to show recognition and appreciation. And the reason why I bring up the Salesforce MVPs, well, besides the fact that they're absolutely amazing, talking to you, is that they're also, among all of the MVPs, a real thirst for knowledge, for learning. And then they are learning constantly and getting opportunities to learn more and more. But then what we see is they turn right back around and take that out to the community. Everything that they're learning to help others learn and grow and succeed. And that's why they get this award, and that's why they're so exceptional. They've run some programs like MVP office hours. That's a call that happens monthly. You can hop on the call and get advice from different MVPs or learn from the MVPs. There's a mentorship central group in the community that's run by an MVP. So if you're looking for a mentor, join that group, and you'll be able to connect with somebody there, but really just exceptional things that they're doing. When you join the online community, try to find some MVPs to follow. Get on Twitter. There's a community MVP list. I would definitely try to follow a lot of individuals in that group, ones that are talking about things that interest you, because they're sharing tons of really, really great content and are just an awesome resource in the community to be able to follow and to learn from as well. Now, last but certainly not least, Trailblazer community events. Raise your hand if you know what a Trailblazer community event is. Okay, well, everybody's hands can go up because dreamOlé is a Trailblazer community event, and you're all here. I say Trailblazer community events are a dream come true. They are a dream come true. They are born from the user group program or community group program, which are smaller, more intimate groups that are meeting regularly. And these are much bigger. They're almost conference style, as you can see. And I don't need to spend too much time explaining what these are because you are here at one. But it is pretty incredible to see that they're all over the world. Some have met 5 times annually. Some are just getting started and are brand new. This is the 2nd year running, which is pretty amazing and exciting. And they're a great opportunity to learn. The reason I want to tell you a little bit more about the other events is because when you're traveling somewhere, or if you're able, this is Europe, you can get everywhere pretty relatively easily. There's other events happening in Europe, great events. And so these are a great opportunity to meet some of your Salesforce Ohana in other parts of the world to continue learning. Or if you're interested in speaking, if you really want to get presentation skills or share some of the cool stuff that you're doing with Salesforce, what an incredible opportunity. And what an incredible opportunity to do it near home. Because like I said, Salesforce isn't traveling everywhere. There isn't a Salesforce conference in every city. And so this is really incredible opportunity to get some really great content, to meet some other people that are using Salesforce in your local areas. And then the most exceptional thing about these events is that they're completely led and run by the community. Salesforce does not put on these events. I am so happy and honored to be here, but I can take no credit for this at all. Well, I would love to because I know it's going to be an amazing event. All of the content for the whole day, all of the logistics down to what you're eating, where you're going to sit, what the temperature in the room is going to be like, all of that is done by community leaders. And you have an amazing, amazing group of local leaders that have put on this event for you today. So before I go any further, I want to talk about that for a minute. Because the local leaders that have put on this event, these members of our community, they have jobs. They have families. I don't know how they do it. They probably don't sleep. But they're doing this if you ask them why. And I have asked a million times because I'm not sure I love anything as much as they love Salesforce, but they do it because they love Salesforce. And they do it because they want to bring Salesforce here into their local community, to the people that they care about. Somebody gave each of them an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to succeed. And that is incredible. But there is this value that we have that's so important in our community to give back. And so all of these individuals, if you ask them, why did you do this? They'll say, because I love Salesforce and because I want people in the community to have the opportunities that I have had with Salesforce, with the community. And so if your mind's not blown from that, I think it's pretty amazing that you have such incredible individuals in your community that want to dedicate their time so that you can be here, so that you can do this. It's not easy. Planning an event is not easy. They do not make a profit on this. So anyway, I could talk about this for hours and hours and hours about how much we love these community leaders, but I would just like to take a pause, give them a round of applause for putting this whole event together. It's amazing. Like I said, it's no small feat. So if you see them today, they're wearing the red shirts. They did this for you. They did this to give back to the community. They did this for a love of the local community and of Salesforce. So definitely give them a thank you. I certainly cannot thank you all enough. Moving right along to Trailblazers have Trail Heart. 2 of our favorite words. Trailblazer, it's interesting because it probably doesn't have a real translation here. So you just say Trailblazer or what are these crazy Americans doing again? Which is fair. So I want to tell you a little bit more about what Trailblazer means. A Trailblazer is a pioneer, an innovator, a lifelong learner. It's a leader who leaves a path for others to follow. And most importantly, it's a person that builds a better world for other people. And then Trailblazers have Trail Heart. Trail Heart is a passion for learning and a passion for community. It's to act with purpose and positivity, and it is to know your roots. It's to know and share who you are and where you came from. So now after talking about these incredible leaders, I think we all know that they are Trailblazers with Trail Heart. But what I would like to tell you is we are all Trailblazers. You are here today at this event to learn, to innovate, to meet new people. There are so many incredible things that you can do here with the community. And that makes you a trailblazer because you're going to be able to give so much back to this community too. Even if you are completely new to Salesforce, you know nothing, you just happen to be passing by and walked in the door, there's something that you have to give back to this community. And there's so much that you can learn from the community too. And so that's the thing that's really special. You came to a community event, you're here, you're learning about our values. You probably know them if you're already involved in the community, if you're already going to your user group and already involved in answers. Somebody in the community has probably already helped you in your Salesforce journey. And there's going to be a lot that happens today. You're going to learn a lot. I've seen some of the sessions. The content that's going to be happening is incredible. A lot of people have traveled here to deliver really great content as well. So you've got a lot to learn. And I want you to think about at the very beginning, you introduced yourself to your new friend here, and they told you why they came to dreamOlé. You told them why you came to dreamOlé. I want you to think about what they said they were trying to accomplish and why they came to this conference, because you can help them. Even if that's the one thing that you do today and you help someone on their Salesforce journey, somebody else is going to be doing the same for you. Because that's what this community is all about. That's what makes this community strong. That's what makes this community thriving. That's why we're all at this event today. It wouldn't exist without those values and without that mindset, without that care to give back to one another. So you'll go through your day and meet tons of new people and get lots of great information. It doesn't end here, though, because you literally have millions of people in the community that want to support you. So if you look around, you've got an incredible local support network right here, right now, today and on, but then the millions of trailblazers around the world. It doesn't matter where you're from or what language you speak or, what your background is, what your role is. What matters is that we're all connected intentionally in our Ohana by this really strong foundation and this really important set of values that transcends everything. So, with that being said, I want you to go out today and think about how you can help someone else in the community. Somebody else will be helping you in the community. You're going to learn a ton. There's going to be a lot of fun things happening today as well. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see some of the sessions myself. But before I finish, again, just as I started, I want to thank you all. Again, I'm so happy to be in Barcelona. I love, love, love the people here. I can't wait to meet so many of you. If you have questions, please come find me throughout the day. I'll be wandering around, probably just like munching on some manchego cheese that I find somewhere. We'll see. But I'd love to meet each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening, for hosting me, and most importantly, thank you for being part of my Ohana too. Actually, I always take a stage selfie, and I almost forgot. So nobody go anywhere and look happy. Okay, 1, 2, dreamOlé! Y'all, come on. dreamOlé!